Well, hey there. Thanks for joining, listening, watching, however you are partaking of the Christian Media Marketing Show. My name is John, and thanks for taking some time out. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I hope it's going to be worth your time and effort to log in, to watch, to listen, whatever you find yourself doing. I hope that I don't waste your time, that we add value to what it is that you are doing. We're, as always, thankful for you, for our different partners. We, last week, crossed the 8,000 listener mark. So this is 8,000 plus people that have listened or watched at least one episode. Some of you, I hear from you every week. You're giving me ideas, you're talking and sharing with us. Some of you, maybe this is your very first time, and if so, thanks. Welcome, and we are grateful to have you be a part of this tribe. This show, this ministry of ours, Kavanaugh Media, my life, I want to be about making Jesus famous. And so I am especially thankful this week as I'm recording this podcast. I got news back that I did some blood work, did a CT scan, and even though the cancer that I have isn't a curable type, so far the tumors themselves haven't come back. And so I'm really stoked about that. I'm thankful. I hope that means that the Lord still has fruitful ministry for me to do here. So regardless, tumors, no tumors, whatever, I want to put my hand to the plow with you and do whatever we can to make Jesus known. Now, this show is about social media marketing. It's about strategy. It's about digital engagement. It's about technology, a lot of different things. And some of them are ones where it's time-based. So it's going to be some training that if you come back a year from now, it may not be correct, especially when we're talking about social media platforms. But then there's other things that are very I think they last. They've got a long shelf life to them. Part of that is content that people are making. Part of it is different types of just strategies that are not dependent upon one type of social media channel, but instead are more about just using every tool available to make Jesus known, to make him famous, to give people an opportunity to be able to know him, to share him with their oikos, their relationship network, to get a Bible, to read more, to watch more videos. That's what it's all about. And we really want to see it happening all around the world. I'm encouraged as well this week because there are at least 2 or 3 different orgs, mission groups, and a denomination that is wanting to partner with us in this one-to-many endeavor. So this is our attempt to try to minimize the challenges for direct field teams, mission teams, letting them do what they do best, which is to evangelize and disciple. So we can run the marketing. We are working on some extremely technical, in some ways, but security conscious types of ways of storing data and following the law, and yet also making sure that people's identities and personal identifiable information is secure and protected. This is especially true in certain countries where there is quite a bit of risk at happening there. And so we're really trying to lean into that and to provide those kind of resources to partner well with the field to then let the field teams do the follow-up. So we can do the marketing, we will have the online responders, and with the funding that's coming from Jesus Film and others, we're able to even contribute up to $2,000 a month for ad spend as well. So if you are interested in this, we're starting this in just a few locations, but this will be expanding out to many other places as well. That's one-to-many, one account. The responders are all happening from one centralized thing, but then to a decentralized, to a distributed network of follow-up people from multiple orgs. And I tell you, I think that God would be pleased with this. Not because we're using Facebook or Google or whatever. I think God is pleased when his children work together. And I am so excited about that, to see these different groups and orgs and teams going, yeah, we'll partner with these people. What can we add? How can we help? It is just exciting to see that. Though the spiritual warfare, the resistance to that is very real. And so we would really appreciate your prayers as we strike out in this area. It's scary a little bit, but it's also exciting. So one of the people that we appreciate, one of the partners that we appreciate is the Create Mobile team. And their focus for quite a while has been frontier filmmaking. And they have a seminar. I just want to share this with you real quickly here in a second about a seminar that they have coming up. I want you to be aware of it. And then I also just want to dive right into a really cool tool and technique that is available for you about how you can do voiceover videos and make videos even when you don't have high-end equipment. So I'm going to show you both of those things as we get started. So the Frontier Filmmaking Seminar is coming up. They're taking registrations right now. It's September 28th, and it is an 8-week course using virtual video classroom, and you get practice in making videos, movies, doing all sorts of stuff, and of making media content. This is the kind of content that we're trying to use on the field. Local, contextualized Christian content. And so if that's something that interests you, or if you're an expat and you're working with field teams of locals, that's who this course is designed for. So I would love for you to go to their course. I will put the link to it here on our Kavanaugh Media podcast link. So when you come to our website, all of our past episodes, 160 some of them, plus the links to our new YouTube channel, all of that's right there. The link to this Create Mobile seminar, their Frontier Filmmaking Seminar, is going to be on there as well. They even have some scholarships for local filmmakers who maybe resources are really tight. They want to work with you. And so I really want to encourage you to be able to reach out and equip your people or equip yourself by going to this seminar. All right. What I want to share with you is a tool from Google Ads. To us at Kavanaugh, YouTube, Google, SEO, multiple other channels are important to our digital strategy for the fields and the countries that we're working in, okay? And so when we do certain types of ads, they go well with certain places. You understand that. There's push, there's pull. Pushing marketing is putting content in front of somebody when they weren't searching for it. That's Facebook or Instagram. Or it could be TikTok or other platforms like that. Pull is when people are searching and you're pulling them from those search engine result pages or from that YouTube page to your website or to your ministry location. I love YouTube. I just find myself spending in the evenings, instead of turning on, unless there's some sort of sports that are on, I find myself on YouTube quite a bit. Just researching different topics, watching different videos. And so with that account, you can make some really neat ads. And we'll talk more about that at some other point. But one of the key things that we do are short videos, testimony type videos, voiceover videos. And there's a really cool new feature in Google Ads that allow you to make videos using pictures, logos, and it'll even do voiceover using computerized voices that are in multiple languages. All right, so that got my attention. I've jumped into it and played with it, and I want to show you what it looks like. So we're going to jump into just, if you want to do this, where you're going to need to go is into your Google Ads account. So when you go into your Google Ads account, then what you're going to do is go to Tools and Settings. It's going to be up in the top right part of your screen. And when you're in that, you're going to see this area that says Asset Library. It even says New on it. All right, and when you click on that asset library, it's going to bring you in to what videos or logos or things that you have uploaded. So I did this just today and played with this, and I've chosen a 15-second non-skippable type of video. Now, what's great about this is that there are tons of different types of videos and formats you can do. So when you click on New, and then Video, here it says Create Video, and it also says Add Voiceover. All right, so if you already have a video in your asset library, you can add the voiceover. So let me show you the video part first. So when you're doing that, all right, it's going to give you a bunch of different templates that you could use. It's going to say down here, 3 images plus your logo, or 6 images, or whatever, 3 text areas, 8 text areas. It's showing you what they look like. And so I took this one, this text focused grid, just 2 images plus my logo, and I clicked on this use template. All right, so there's the different ones that they have. Present your message, highlight your products, promote your app. Don't get caught up in the business side of this stuff. Think about how your content could look. So I click on use template. And we're going to do that here. So I would click on that, and then you need to create your title, what colors you want to use in your video, and then you're going to put your logo or whatever kind of image you want to use there, and then you can do on this template 2 other images. So you would just click on those, upload those. There's different orientation that work well with these. There is the ability to crop built into it, and then you come down here and you put in your text. It tells you how much space you have for each one of these. Okay, and you would type all of those in, and then you pick your font, you pick your size, and check this out. It's even got music that you could look at. So this is all royalty free. If you want to do white hats, there you go. You would click on it, and it's going to put that music behind your video. So there's quite a few. There's quite a few of these different music ones that are available that you could already use, and these are already free to be able to use. So once you've done that, you've picked your colors, you've named it, you've uploaded a logo or a picture and 2 other images here, then and written in your text, then you would create the video. You would hit this, and it takes it a couple minutes to make the video. I've just happened to do that. Let me show you what it looks like. So here is, and I will rewind it. I'll start all the way at the beginning. So we'll bring it back. Here's the beginning part, 15 seconds. Here we go. So it's just bringing text over these pictures, doing some effects to them. That's all there is to it. So that would be a 15-second Google video ad. But you can then, once you've created the video, you can add audio to it. And so to do that, you go in, you pick your video, and you begin to type in what you want your audio to be. Now check this out. There's different languages. English, 4 different types: Hindi, French, Spanish, Indonesian, Malaysian, Mandarin, Filipino, Korean, and Swedish. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, but how good is it? Well, Google says it's almost human-like. Think about this for a bit. Even if it's not perfect, you could cut the audio and put some delays in there, do some different things with it. You could use this just for audio, for B-roll, or for some testimony ones as well. So you pick your video, and then you put your audio into it. Well, I did this with English. Let me play that for you so you can see what it sounds like. And so I'll rewind this one, go all the way back here.
The Christian Media Marketing Show, where we talk all things social media marketing. For mission teams and churches around the world, we help you leverage media to find seekers in your context. Check it out today.
So that one was using an Australian accent there, and which just sounds better than the US one. But then I started playing with it to see, wait a minute, if I do this, if I'm doing it with a, let's say, a Mandarin one, what would it do there? And so using the same thing, in fact, as you're typing them in, you can click over here and hear what it's sounding like.
基督教媒体营销展示了我们谈论社交媒体营销的所有事情。
Right? And you can say when you want it to start, and then it goes on that length. Let's say I want it to go a little slower.
基督教媒体营销展示了我们谈论社交媒体营销的所有事情。
Now, what happens if I say English UK with this Chinese? I have no idea what's going to happen.
Ji du jiao mei ti ying xiao zon.
All right, I have heard people try to speak Chinese and sound like they have a Texas accent or hear this UK accent, but that's what they're trying to say. The same thing happens if I put in here, say hello to the Christian media marketing audience today. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to pick a different, let's say French. How does a French person say this English here? We'll go back up to normal speed.
Say hello to the Christian media marketing audience today.
Whoa, say hello. Or we could try Spanish.
Say hello to the Christian media marketing audience today.
I just think this is so cool. So there's all sorts of ways that you could do, so many ways to use this too. Here's the Hindi one.
Say hello to the Christian media marketing audience today.
Yes. So depending on which one you want to do, here's US, just the English one in US.
Say hello to the Christian media marketing audience today.
So many cool things we could do here with just the audio, but you put the lines into it and then you would add that to this video. And you can choose the video volume and your voiceover volume as well. And what you end up with then is a video like this that's going to say,
The Christian Media Marketing Show, where we talk all things social media marketing.
there you go. And so that's using this, and then you review it, you upload it, and it's available. So you could use it for YouTube ads, for video ads. You could also download these videos and use them on Facebook or other locations. Now, I like longer videos on Facebook because it gives us intent, but for YouTube and those kind of places, this is perfect. This is exactly the kind of videos and things that people would be looking for. The 15-second one would be one that is non-skippable. So we could do one like that, or there's shorter versions. You can make all sorts of versions and even use this audio voiceover technology. Isn't that cool? So I'll play with it, see what ways. I love trying to use technology and different platforms and programs in ways that maybe they didn't even envision them being used. I have a ton of ideas for this one that I'm going to be trying out. So if you try it, if you find some use for it, let me know. Reach out to us. Let us know how you are using what you're hearing from us or things that you're learning. We'd love to be able to share those with other people as well. As always, thanks again for just watching this show. Next week, I'm going to share a few more things about strategy, some urgency stuff. I've been doing some research, and it's really fascinating about just a mindset and how that impacts our digital engagement. We're also going to be looking at some other Google ad scripts that you can be using, some different techniques as far as even just starting up Facebook. We are experimenting with some other different social media platforms right now, and we are really doing a deep dive into a very, very secure, actually more than one different way of keeping your information, your data on Disciple Tools or a website or a training site for maybe your house church leaders and you don't want people to see those videos. That's another area that we're leaning into and trying to figure out right now. As always, we say this each week. I do, and I mean it. If this is a benefit to you, then will you please tell other people about it? Subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can see the videos we're putting out. Share with people. Subscribe to this podcast. I really do appreciate it. We're not making money from this. I'm not selling any ads, none of that. I just want it to be a blessing to you and to the kingdom. And I pray that it does that. And so thanks so much for just spending some time with me today. Thanks for all that you do to make Jesus famous. Until next time, keep pressing forward. Take care and God bless.